All right, first round. What's going to happen? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Still slugging it out here. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes a trip. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Went for the chip kill. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Okay, they trade hits. Checks with a medium kick. Shows a medium kick. Gets the jump in. Quick spin knuckle. A quick breather. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Brushes that off and keeps going. The low heavy's blocked. Checks him with the boom. Jumps in. Reversal. Medium kick hits. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got it. Burns out. Impact squash. KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Gets them with the anti-air. Wow, shut down. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The jump in is denied. Player 2 chases them down. Grabs them. What's the play here? That's one huge life lead. Is this going with KO? Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Checks them with the boom. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Shows a medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Dashes forward. Breaks the block with a throw. Checks with a medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2, impact squash. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Quick opts for the critical arm. Is this gonna kill?
Execute!
Hanging by a thread. Just needs one, chisels him down. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who's going to steal this win? Checks him with the boom. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. A quick breather. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. This is gonna hurt. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? This is the time to believe in your ability. Low heavy. Medium kick. Drive it back misses. A real test of nerves here. And whips. They're wide open. Huge chance after that wall splash. I told you. Ends it on the level 1 super. Player 2 flipping. Oh my God. No one could have called that. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage! It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that run back! Sonic Boom! Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Looks like they want to re-establish their game time with fireballs. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. And that's a KO! Timed that perfectly.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 really suffered there in the corner for a while. How can they avoid being put there this round? Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. It's a good spot to use the super. Going in, Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Checks him with the boom. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Which way are you going to block? The impact doesn't do anything. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 took no time to finish that.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let's get this mission started.
Simple and clean.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant move. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Alright, what's coming up next? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they experiencing burnout? Both fighters planning something? Sneaks in above! Closing moments of the match. Burnout activates. They were not clear for takeoff. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Somersault kick. The overhead connects. Fires off a whirlwind. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Decides to go fancy on that jump in and takes care of it with a perfect parry. Their life connects with the throw. A wheel. Can this drive bring them back? Player 2 will look in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Decides to go in with the target combo. Saw that low heavy coming. Trips him up. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Knockdown. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. with a medium. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Knockdown and KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Sonic Boom! Who's going to start things off? Start the push with Arabian Psycho. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Side switch in the corner. Knockdown and uses the target combo with a filler. Scrapping it out up close. What'll happen here? Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Throws them. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Blocks it. Jump! Noticeable life lead as the comeback still closes it out! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Perfect execution with the anti-air. He brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What are they gonna do? Flash kick. All the throw connects. What's next? Forward rush. A jump. Back to drive and back misses. Arabian Cyclone. Dangerous range here. Will this super art do anything? There's a drive impact. This can lead to some big damage. Both sides getting ready. A jump in? Any throw will whip at that range. In with the cross. This is a critical moment. Oh, it's enough. Player 2 was...
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Blocks the jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Escapes the corner to reset the situation. Can't tech the throw? All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? What'll happen? KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Jumps. Player 2 has a hits him with a stopping block. Super clutch corner switch. Steals back a chance. Player 1, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Superb reactions on display. Sonic Boom. Throws a fireball. There's a change of sides. Knockdown and... dangerous range here. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? What a read with that anti-air! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Who's going to steal this win? Barely blocks the jump in. close, but hits him with a stop and bop. Perfect execution with the anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Ooh, you knocked him out of the air. Boom! Presses for a reaction with the fire. Nothing stops this train. This is the time to believe in your abilities. No! Critical art now? They should have kept this one classified, because it's straight up nasty. Delta Red Assault. Oh, here we go. A real test of what a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This can lead to some big damage. Jumps. Neither of them willing to back off here. Decides to meet them in the air. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Can't tech the throw. Got their eye on the air. The throw misses. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. A drive impact. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. A quick breather. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Going in, Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch in the corner. Connects with medium kick. One chance here, mate. They're going for the super art. Shows a medium kick. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Was well in range to score the throw. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Gets a chance at that jump in. What are they thinking here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Grabs them, takes a trip. Gets the jump in. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the parry. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Somersault kick. Jumps up. Knockdown and... Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who hits them with a stop and bop. Player 1 anti-air in the front. In there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Decides not to rush in without a plan. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Dashes forward. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the impact squash. Clutch anti-air. Player 2 knocked them out of the air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Drive impact misses. Oh, they switch sides. Both are ready to pull the trigger off of me. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Okay, here we go. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Jump! they used their resources wisely to pick up the win here. Perfect damage calculation! No doubt about it! Player 2!